Hello friends, and welcome to Storytime with the Met. My name is Julie Marie, and I'm so excited to see you today. Please join us every Thursday at 12 o'clock for new stories and activities. Now, grab a cozy spot and let's get started. We're going to begin with our Storytime song, just like we do at the museum. Sing along with me. 1, 2, 3. Welcome friends, get ready, get set for story time with the Met, where we love to read and sing and look at works of art and picture books. We'll use our eyes to look and see. We'll use our ears to hear stories. Now take a seat and give a shh. Let's begin with our first book. Good job, everybody. Today's book is Musicians of the Sun by Gerald McDermott. This book is an Aztec story from a community that used to be in Mexico a long time ago. If you take a look, you can see some really interesting things on our characters here. As we explore the story, I want you to take extra special attention to look at each of the characters. Musicians of the Sun. Out of the starry night he came, invisible, untouchable. Who do you think this might be? Lord of the night, king of the gods, soul of the world. Take a close look. What is he wearing? I see some feathers up here and what looks like a shield, lots and lots of jewelry. He also has a friend owl with him. Owls also hang out at nighttime. Lord of the Night had a magic mirror. It was his third eye. In it he can see all earth. The world is gray and joyless, he said. What do you see in this mirror? Children do not laugh. Women do not dance. Men do not sing. People spend their lives in darkness and silence. I will change all this, declared Lord of the Night. You see all of the people working hard. I wonder where all the color went. Lord of the Night called Wind to his side. "O Wind," he said, "fly to the house of the sun. Free the 4 musicians held prisoner there. Red, yellow, blue, and green. Bring them to the earth so that people may hear their music." Oh, I wonder if that's where all the colors are. "But Lord," said Wind, "Sun is a mighty warrior who destroys his enemies with fire. I am nothing but air. How can I overcome his power?" "Do not be afraid," said Lord of the Night. "I will arm you." Lord of the Night gave Wind a turquoise shield. Turquoise is a type of stone. A black thundercloud, and shining silver lightning. Wind took the weapons and swept across the mountains, searching for the house of the sun. At last he reached the edge of the sea. He met Turtle Woman, Fish Woman, and Alligator Woman on the shore. "Where's the house of the sun?" asked Wind. "On the other side of the sea," answered Turtle Woman. "Too far for the wind to blow." "It is a long journey over the waves through the darkness," said Fish Woman. "Your strength will fail." "But Lord of the Night has sent me," said Wind. "I must free the prisoners of the sun." "We will help you," said Alligator Woman. What do you see on their bodies? that shows you what kind of animals they each are. It looks like they also are wearing jewelry. Turtle woman, fish woman, and alligator woman carried wind far across the sea. The sky began to glow. "Faster!" cried Wind, "before the sun rises too high." The three women swam until the sea foamed white behind them. Oh, I see color coming. Now, sun was shining above the horizon. Wind took a great breath and leapt into the sky. As he flew up towards the house of the sun, he heard the sweet music of flute, drum, shell, and rattle. "Musicians of the sun," cried Wind, "I am coming to free you." The musicians heard the voice of Wind. They yearned to be free, but Sun made them more fearful. They continued to play. "Go away," said Sun to Wind, "or I will destroy you." Can you see all the musicians here? We have a flute, we have a shell, a drum, and rattles. And who do we have here? The sun. What is the sun wearing? He looks scary and powerful. Wind went closer still and called out again, "Musicians of the sun, come with me." "Ignore him," said Sun. "Play on." Sun burned even more fiercely, and the musicians played louder than before. He looks huge compared to Wind. Whew. No wonder he was scared of him. Wind came near. "Musicians of the sun, I am here to take you down to earth." "Come no closer," Sun shouted. He hurled rain of fire darts at Wind. Wind raised his turquoise shield and was not harmed. Then Wind howled and unleashed his thunder. Black clouds spilled forth. Darkness covered the face of the sun, and his light grew dim. Now, who looks scared? The four musicians huddled together. "We are frightened, O Wind," they cried. "Then come with me to earth," said Wind. "I promise you freedom." Look how scared they are. But the sun doesn't look as powerful. The musicians grasped Wind's cloak, and he leapt away from the house of the sun. Wind threw his shining silver dart lightning to cut through the darkness below. "Come back," bellowed Sun. "I command you." But Sun was lost in the black cloud, and he was powerless. Can you find him in the cloud? Oh, they all hold on tight. Wind carried the musicians through the sky, across the stars, and gently down to earth. Lord of the Night welcomed them. "Play your music," he said. "Bring joy to my people." See him there. The musicians curled their toes in the cool earth and began to play. Red faced east and played a song of joy on her drum. Can you play the drum with me? Yellow faced west and played a lullaby on his flute. Can you take your flute out? Blue faced the south and played a song of night on her shell. Now take your shell out. Can you blow into it? Green faced north and played a song of dawn on his rattles. Shake your rattle. Wind carried the beautiful sounds around Earth, the world filled with color. Children laughed, women danced, men sang. Even sun was happy and poured out his light upon them. What can you find now that the world is full of color? There's lots of beautiful things that the musicians of the sun brought. All gave thanks to the Lord of the night, King of the gods, soul of the world. The end. This is one of my very favorite stories. Part of it is because of all of the amazing jewelry that you see on the characters that I mentioned earlier. It reminds me of this beautiful pendant that we have in our collection. It comes from Colombia. It looks like a very little person, but if you look closely at all the things on his body, you can see he must be someone important, like the characters in our book. Take a look at his hands. He's holding something. What do you think they might be? We discovered that they're probably something for a ritual. Now, if you look really close at his face, you can see he has a nose ornament or a nose ring. Right here by his lip, he also has some jewelry sticking out. And he has amazing earplugs, like earrings. On his headdress are two beautiful birds and what looks like smiling reptiles looped and scrolled around his head. Now, in the area that this was made, there was also lovely textiles, but sometimes that's hard to see when you're making something out of metal. This is gold, and so it's sometimes really difficult to make something that looks like textiles or fabric. But if you look really close to this pendant, there's an amazing collar and a belt that is all made out of gold here, but in real life it was probably fabric. The details are so lovely. Now, if you look at all of the amazing things on this figure and you think about all of the things that our characters were wearing, you can tell that he's probably a really important guy. Now, I started to think about all of the jewelry I have and all of the things that I use to make myself look powerful and strong. And I wanted to do something just like this figure pendant. I wanted to make something that would just scream how exciting and powerful I can be. So I found some things around my house. Here I found some beads and some pipe cleaners, but I'm sure you can find aluminum foil or string or anything else that is shiny and exciting. Now, what do you think this might be? How can I put this on my body? I made this nose ornament to be put right here, just like the really cool nose ornament on that figure. Can you use your materials to make a headdress or nose ornament, collar, or a really cool belt? Take a look and see what you have. Then take a look at this figure and see if you can be as powerful and as exciting as it is. Thank you for joining me this week, and I can't wait to see you again next Thursday. Have a great day. Bye.